is care of the environment. This is a way. We want to tell the people, please take the environment, don't throw, because this was made for recycling. Let's go as far as the founders. Follow me, please. As you can see, Sabaneta is a very touristic place. So many of the people who are coming here, they come restaurants. What else? Bars. But what we want to tell is that Sabaneta is not only restaurants. Sabaneta is culture. Sabaneta is culture, is education. People here in Sabaneta are well educated. Village is small. Yeah, it's small. Remember that Sabaneta is the smallest municipality in Colombia. How big is Sabaneta? How big? It's the smallest, 15. Yeah, no, it's the smallest town in listen, important characters of Sabaneta. Important characters. Father Arcila, who else? Important characters. Tell me the characters of Adelaida Correa. Adelaida Correa was the first teacher. Jose Antonio Baena. So Jose Antonio Baena was a very important priest. Officers, take care. We are going to work, and let me introduce one of the founders' sculptures. We're going to cross the street. Let's cross the street. Be careful, and let's see this sculpture that is very important here in Sabaneta. Cross the street. Take care, please. And let's see why this place is important. You notice that it's very difficult. The sculpture. Do you see the name of the sculpture? Jorge Vélez. I think the name of the sculpture is like Jorge Vélez. Okay, look at that. Father Baena. Father Baena, here you can see Father Baena was the person who brought private education to Sabaneta. Father Baena, a very smart person. He lived many years. Let's try to find more people here. It's Venancio Diaz. I think look at his Venancio. Venancio Diaz was the first inspector of, and the name of the hospital I think is Venancio Diaz here in Sabaneta. Venancio Diaz, the first inspector that Sabaneta has. Remember that, okay, one question. When was Sabaneta born? When?
In 1967.
In 1967. But question, what was the moment in which Sabaneta got together, Father Arcila and the pro-municipality committee, when they got together? When? 1964. So officially Sabaneta begins its life in what year?
1968.
67, and in 1968 they begin their official life. Let's continue. There are more characters. Oh, Father Arcila. This is Father Arcila. Father Mejia. And there are many. You know what happens? Many people in Sabaneta, they walk and they don't observe. It's very important to look, because when we forget the history of a town, we forget the future. So that's why Tourenglish is showing this here in Sabaneta. It's a good opportunity to show people in the Aburra Valley that Sabaneta is a very dynamic town, and as the smallest town in Colombia, is one of the most prosperous cities we have in Colombia. Yeah, Mazo, it's, as far as I know, I don't have a lot of information about Mazo. Maybe people help me. We're going to ask him, because I don't want to mistake on that. So the most important people, as far as now, are Father Arcila, Father Baena, Adelaida Correa, the first teacher, Jose Felix. Okay, let me. Who was Jose Felix Restrepo? Please read. Dr. Jose Felix de Restrepo, the teacher of the generation of independence. Go to page 3rd. So, the teacher of independence of Colombia, who from Popayan, Antioquia, and Bogota, formed a great many politicians of the first Grenadian Republic in Great Colombia. Gran Colombia. His educational philosophy and his ideas about primary, secondary, and university educations were the structural basis that organized and strengthened the education in Colombia. Similarly, we emphasize his relentless struggle for the enfranchisement of slaves. Question: Jose Felix de Restrepo was born in Sabaneta. He was born in La Doctora. Let me tell you the story of La Doctora. Do you know La Doctora in Sabaneta? Do you know La Doctora?
No.
La Doctora is like a neighborhood. Yeah?
Just the restaurant.
So when people, most of the family of Jose Felix de Restrepo, they were doctors. His father, his brothers, everybody, they were doctors. So people in the neighborhood, they said, no, now let's call the creek, La Quebrada, La Doctora. So from that time, they call the area La Doctora. Over there is the city hall, the municipal palace of the city of Sabaneta. Over what is the reason of a municipality? They organize. We are a democracy in Colombia. Yeah, and as democracy, we need mayors. First, the mayors of the city were chosen by the governor. But now, thanks to the change in the constitution in Colombia, people can choose the mayor. Yeah. So it's important. Let me ask my friend of Sabaneta. Come on here. Let me ask you. Could you please tell me about the city of Sabaneta, the name of the mayor and the councilors?
We have 13 councilors.
13 councilors?
The name of our mayor is Luz Estela Giraldo Osa.
Okay, very important. Luz Estela Giraldo Osa. She's the mayor now.
Yeah.
What else?
She belongs to the Conservative Party.
Yes.
And what else can I tell?
Why do you live in Sabaneta, yeah?
Yes.
Why do you consider Sabaneta is so important for Colombia?
Because of its development.
Listen, Sabaneta is important in Colombia because of its development. We are here in the city of Sabaneta just to tell the people in the world that come to Sabaneta. And what we want to tell to the people is that Sabaneta is not only alcohol, Sabaneta is culture, Sabaneta is education, and there are many projects in Sabaneta.
Many housing projects.
There are housing projects. That is Mallorca. What is the name of that project?
Yeah, that one in particular, I don't know.
Yeah, they have many housing projects.
Right now, the construction is growing very fast.
I want to ask you something, and if you have, because it's somebody who comes for communications, astonished, speaking English and good English, your level of English is quite good. If you have any question, one question for him. If you don't know, I help you.